Clemson will boot it away to get this one started.
Set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. I'm just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Miners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Give to the back. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's going to take off. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Slithers into space. Bounding over the top. And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP!
Number 1 takes it in.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score. UTEP.
A They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they called it. Ball is free.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Gets the back moving. The give is to Taylor.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Francis. Fires to the right. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Grab behind the line. It's Tate. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Red pass, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
It's complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Burnett. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. One more snap coming before halftime. These corners backing off a bit. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll test the right side. Fighting off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's knocked down.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Number 88 hauls it in the end zone.
Play the analytics here and you go for 2. Quickly complete. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
UTEP 14, Clemson 8.
They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Taylor has it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The handoff. Keep working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Miners are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to throw, it's Francis. Finds space on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down from the 36.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands them the ball at the 32.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Sellers. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, where you
And the Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his 25. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here we go. Right. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Skips away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
Number 21 scores points for the defense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score. Texas.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Running to daylight from inside his 25. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And your San Diego State Aztecs will take over. First and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Dropping back, it's Moon. Buying some time as he moves left. Taking a shot on the first play. Wide open, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
It'll be 3rd and long.
On the play. 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
That makes the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. after the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Barber.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Francis. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns are marching down the field.
That's the end of the first quarter.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
7, San Diego State 3.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the quarterback takes a knee. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 1 with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Moon. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Aztecs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Number 88 with the catch and score.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Texas 14, San Diego State.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
First and 10.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's first and 10. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Third down coming up.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Wide out trying to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a long way to go, moving it 17 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
San Diego State, 9.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Moon. He uncorks one deep. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half.
Of the first half, with the score, Texas 21, San Diego State 9.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The sure hands, it's Barber. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 0, catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.
San Diego State 9.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to scramble. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
That makes the score Texas 28, San Diego State 17.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Caught behind the line. It's Barber. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Buying some time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air. It's Moon. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. And the Aztecs are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Intercepted by Texas. And the Longhorns take over first and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield, it's Moon. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. There's a live football. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying play action. Here's the heat. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. This time they'll go to the running game. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Francis. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start.
Set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 25. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see,
breaks into the open. Knocked off his feet.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
With the grab and the score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Creates a little space. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll operate out of split backs. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Barber. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Dumps it to the back. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
0.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 5 makes the catch and tips it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Texas 9.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Of the first half, with the score, Texas 9, Ohio State 7.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half.
To advance on the football.
Reeled in inside his 30-yard line, and here he comes. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. Turning it on. Touchdown Longhorns. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside the 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give on the option.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. Why not double the try total and go for 2? To throw, it's Francis. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Francis. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to the well. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Ohio State, 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking to pass. It's Francis. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to
throws toward the end zone. He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Ohio State, number 87, hauls it in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Now adjusting. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
Texas, 31. Ohio State, 15.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready up. Let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Here we go. Do the show. Right. Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late.
Texas, 31. Ohio State, 23.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards.
On the set. Go.
This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over. First and 10.
On the double.
The give is to Miller. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Aller. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Miller. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at him and gashing him right out the gates.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's Aller. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Warhawks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 7 with the catch and score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Number 1 takes it to the house.
The extra point here would tie the game.
On for the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. Smashes through the tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. On the move, he fires. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
The give is to Taylor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Warhawks can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Francis. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Aller. Hit as he throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Quarterback adapted. He'll throw it. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And back to the air on second down. Moving out to the right. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The throw. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Oh, he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
The end of the first half with the game tied.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Texas Longhorns will take over.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Barber. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Barber. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barber. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 15-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Unloads quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads it left. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Green 25.
looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Perry. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Dances away to buy time. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On the run, still looking. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.